Hello everyone, I'm making this video for evidence. I'm probably going to be arrested soon and going to be abstaining myself pretty soon. I can see that now, and I'm not suicidal, so I'm not going to abstain myself, but I want to get this out there before I do abstain myself or have a heart attack or a brain aneurysm. The woman on the right in the white, her name is Pamela Toy. She lived at 109 Camper in South Buffalo, New York. She was murdered by her grandson, Alex Swiderski. This Alex Swiderski on the left. He was no killer. He was under investigation for allegations of being a pedophile and for exposing himself in Kaz Park. And I lived with them for a few years, from 2011 till 2013. This young lady, Pamela Toya, took me in, and I went there with the intentions to rob Alec because I knew that he was being accused of being a pedophile, and he had received a lump sum of money, $20,000 from his Social Security, and I had a plan to go in there and have my cousin rob him, as I had taken and removed Alec from there, have us go somewhere, leave the door unlocked, and have Alec rob him. Have my cousin rob him. But that did not fall through. And what ended up happening was I ended up falling in love with Pamela Toy. She was like a grandmother to me. She was like a grandmother to my children. And her life was snubbed out on the 23rd of December of 2018. She had a gentle soul and compassion for homeless people and for those in trouble. She took in anyone she could and helped anyone she could. She helped me. She did a lot for me. And during that time I lived with her, I discovered that Alec was a targeted individual. And what I'm about to show you is evidence. Here's one of his posts on the 18th of April of 2018. And you can see in the top where it says, "A watchman does not work." On December 20th, 3 days before she got murdered, of 2018. I don't know what symbol that meant. As target individuals, we do have our own lingo, our own codes with our perpetrators, with our enhanced interrogators via V2K. He said in this post, and I quote, when you review this report, call the cops to tell them to suck Cowboy's cock." Then the same day, he put down, "I will fight bitches for my bitches." And at the bottom it says, "I turn the tables on black dick, don't fuck me." Pardon my French, I'm just quoting. And for a Malema training inquiries, call Cowboy. There's just a number of female inquiries only. I know he was being a funny guy. Whatever a Malema tip is, the FBI knows what that is. The Buffalo 8 District Police know what that is. So maybe they can shed light on what that references to. Here's another post, "Report my gay bitches porn one more time." You know, scumbags are wondering who he's talking about, who he's talking to. I believe everything I hear and feel start fucking around. This was on December 19th of 2018. And then he put down, "Fuck Gabriel." I want to swing back to that in a moment. Same day, 2018 of December 19th. Holy fuck, I'm gonna flip out. And another post, "Who wins a fight to mercy?" And this is a good one. I'm hetero and self-sexual. So they're probably accusing him of being gay, to V2K. And he has a knife directed at the next door abandoned house that's been abandoned for years. The person who owned that house had died. That's where I thought they were using have his stakeouts from. And across the street, Lema Tip tried to hit me this way. I personally only went over night doing it in the driveway below. Whatever he's talking about there, I know that the FBI knows what he's talking about, and I know that South Buffalo PD, 8th District, know what he's talking about, and Neighborhood Watch most definitely know what he's talking about. And across the street at the beige house from 109 Camper, and the greenhouse to the right of that knows what he's talking about. He would always tell me that they would always mess with him there, the neighbors, specifically across the street in the beige house. And to the right, now we're going to go on. It says, going back to ECMC in a few days, December 18th, 2018. How would you know that? 2018, actually, he was wrong. Unfortunately, he killed his grandmother 4 days later. And, he's in jail now for 20 years. I hope all my exes are faggots now. You guys suck dick. I like black girls. Hey, suck dicks. Who wants to fair fight today? Whatever. Yesterday. And Mary Alyssa blocked me. Finally, another drop off attention after 10 years. Hey. So I want to swing back to, well, this one. Let's see, where are we? This one right here. Malema tip. Try to hit me this way. I personally only went overnight doing it in the driveway below. That's lingo that only his hive mind team, his enhanced interrogators would know what that lingo was talking about. So hopefully, former District Attorney John Flynn can shed some light on that with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. I know Special Agent Mike and Randy, and I don't know the young lady's name. My nickname for her is Horror Queen. Special Agent Horror Queen will be able to shed light on that because they know who Alex Swiderski is. I was living there if they were doing V2K on me for alleged child raping and child molestation allegations. They were doing it to him at the same time. So hopefully they can shed some light on what that meant for the Malema tip. Now I want to swing back to fuck Gabriel. Let me go back out of here and go into my camera so you can see me personally. Let's see here. Okay. Hello. Okay. So, in the program of target individuals, certain target individuals for Project Reborn, they get the deities of the V2K, whether it be the archangels or God or the devil or Lucifer. In my case, Special Agent Randy portrayed himself to be the Archangel Michael. So I was dealing with Archangel Michael, and Alec was dealing with the Archangel Gabriel, clearly from that post. And in October, he came to my house, my parents' house when I was living there, and wanted to denounce God and fight God. He was a Christian. He was a believer. And I'd warned him, don't do that. You will lose. And I tried to get him to go to church that day. I had a wad full of cash. I had about $600 to $800. I forgot how much I had. But it was $600 for argument's sake in my pocket. I just got paid that day. I said, dude, come to me to church and we'll do whatever you want. You want to go out, I'll blow this whole wad on you. Just come to church. And he didn't want to go. He said, no. I waited for 45 minutes outside the door trying to get him to come to church. And he denounced Christ and denounced God. And this was the last conversation I had with him. And then he ended up murdering his grandmother 3 months later. Now, he was no killer. He was actually a little bitch, pardon my French. He's the guy who listened to show tunes, Disney tunes, Hilary Duff, Avril Lavigne, just to paint a picture of who he was. He watched Disney movies. He played Call of Duty online. They played baseball, MLB baseball. And when they would do it to me. When he played Black Ops 1, oh, sorry, they're closing my camera out. Hang on. They don't like me having this conversation. They're going to keep on closing my camera out. Which is why I'm doing it this way on screen recording so you guys can see it in real time with what they're doing. I'm not touching anything. I'm holding it by a camera mount. So I'm not even touching the phone. But, what was I saying? Oh, yes. Call of Duty Black Ops 1, they messed you through that. They can turn up the speed of the sensitivity to the aiming, going from left to right, up to down. So he would get pissed off and he would turn up all the way. I always wondered why he would do that. But then they started doing it to me, and I knew why he would do that. So they were messing with him through the video games. It's a tactic that they use. I'm going to go on a limb, say it's a CIA tactic and FBI tactic that they use to hack our systems and just to mess with them to make people tick and talk, as Dr. James Gordon will call it. But my point is with this, the FBI watched, Neighborhood Watch watched, South Buffalo PD A District watched, bare minimum, and listened to Alex Swiderski murder Pam Toy via the telephone with stingrays and remote neural monitoring. It's called spade to spade, and they broadcasted that through the dark web. His feed, or his redos, as the Black Mirror calls it, episode 3 of season 1 of Black Mirror, the history of you, the feed or redos, what have you. And they broadcast that in live time to the highest bidders. That is the conspiracy theory amongst targeted individuals. Oh, sorry, they called that out again. They don't like that. That is the conspiracy theory amongst targeted individuals, that they broadcast our feeds in live time, especially those that are going to commit a murder. Now, my point is with this, with heterodyning. If you don't know what heterodyning is, look that up. Heterodyning, or brain mapping, where it's a wireless EEG via remote neural monitoring, where they can sensor and monitor our brain signals, our brain signatures in live time, record that, and they're able to take that recording of that brain signature and put that feeling and sensation into someone else's brain. Now, I truly believe, this is just a conspiracy theory, my own personal belief on this one, is that they did that to Alec. He waited till he got high. He was smoking crack. They waited till he got high, got him enraged, make him tick and talk, as Dr. James Giordano calls it, and put that emotion into him. And there are frequencies. As a matter of fact, let me go back into my archives. Pardon the sloppy video. I'm doing this on a whim. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Here it is. That's the scalar wave mind control frequencies. So let's see. Anger outburst is 10.83 hertz, and 11 hertz is anger. And they couple that with between 11 and 13 hertz for sleep deprivation. So I know I did that to him. They waited till he was high, under the influence, and they got him to snap and kill Pam, unfortunately. And when Pam was murdered, and her body wasn't discovered until Christmas Eve, December 24th of 2018. And a young lady named Stephanie had called me up and told me that she was in front of the house when this happened, so I got her play-by-play in live time, that the detectives were going inside the house, and that they found a pool of blood in her bedroom, and they were looking for her body. They couldn't find her body, and they suspected foul play. Alec was missing. The car was missing. They went upstairs into Alec's room. They went inside his closet into the crawl space, and they found her teeth, and she had no partials. She had perfect teeth. She was an outstanding woman. She was the classiest woman I ever met in my life. And more than my mother. My mother was the classiest woman I know too, and that says a lot about who she was. They found her teeth in the crawl space. And then about 10 minutes later, they finally went down to the basement and discovered her body inside trash bags. Now, they said that her face was bashed in, her neck was snapped, and her teeth were knocked out. And when the news first came on the Christmas day of the murder, I believe it was Channel 4 News, had the neighbors giving statements. The one neighbor across the street in the beige house told Channel 4 News, or mostly Channel 2 News, whatever news source, that they warned Pam, they loved Pam, they warned Pam that something bad was going to happen to her and they should kick him out. Oh, they don't like that either. Hang on. And that they should kick him out. Now, me knowing Alec and how they mess with them, they mess with Alec all the time. Pam did not like them. They did not like Pam. In October, Alec shot, they had a fridge outside that was on the front lawn for whatever reason. They put on the front lawn. Alec shot it with the BB gun and damaged it. And the neighbors made her pay for that fridge and charged her $600. So, for whatever reason, they decided to put the fridge on the front lawn, which is weird. One would think it would be garbage if it's on the front lawn, but they made her pay for it, $600. That's how much they love Pam. And the neighbor next to them on the right-hand side in the greenhouse would mess with Alec. Also, in that same news segment, I didn't know that Alec had allegedly attacked one of the neighbors with a knife, tried to attack one of the neighbors with a knife. And like I said in the beginning of the video, this dude was a stone cold female doggy. He did not have a backbone. He had no fight in him. He always cower away when in the face of danger. He would always run to me if he got in trouble. I tried showing him how to stand up to the V2K, to the feds. He did it wrong. He took what and I told him, don't do what I do. I do what I do for certain reasons. You don't know why I'm doing it. And he took it to another level. So I made this video because I want Pam and her family to have justice, and for Alec, because Alec is a victim in this too. Now, he needs to be punished for what he did. He deserves that. Oh, hang on, they're closing out again. He deserves what he gets, but he does not deserve hard time. They got him where he needs to be. He is inside New York State mental hospital. It's a state prison, but it's a prison, a mental state prison. I don't believe he needs to be inside Attica where he was with hardened criminals. He needs to have his mind renewed, repaired, in due time. And that's what he's doing. I think that's what Pam would have wanted for him. She gave her life and died because of her love for him. She died because of her heart and how much she loved and adored him and stood up for him because of what he was being accused of amongst the family. And she lost a lot of her family members for her raising him and taking him in. So this is to honor her. I never forgot. And her family deserves to know the truth. And I promise her sister Debbie that she will know the truth. I didn't think it would take this long. But I make good on my word if I can make it all the way. And this, I vowed it. I will give my life for it. Pam was a grandmother to me, and a grandmother to my kids. So, with that being said, please make this video go viral. Share this video with everyone. And resist. Do not comply. 1776 worldwide. Death to the New World Order. Peace.